What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Super Bowl yesterday was a blowout. I'm just talking about, man. I mean, thank God for the most part, it was full of a lot of action from Philadelphia. They put up a lot of points, and made Kansas City look like kids, man. You wouldn't even think that they were playing for the three-peat yesterday. I'm just keeping it 100. However, a lot of people was excited to see this halftime show. It came with a lot of controversy because at first Jay-Z was getting a lot of slack. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to be the one that's responsible for the music and things like that, selection on who do the Super Bowl. He has a big input on these things. And the Super Bowl being hosted in New Orleans, and for the most part, a lot of people wanted to see Lil Wayne. I mean, they had like a lot of artists that they was going to, that they were saying was going to be sharing the Super Bowl halftime. And I know it was a lot of controversy on that because Lil Wayne was not one of the selections, and people was like, "Man, y'all got to invite Lil Wayne to the Super Bowl, man. How y'all gonna not have Lil Wayne on that?" And he felt some type of way about it too, and things like that. And come to find out, man, this beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, which is crazy because we know neither one of them gonna do anything to one another. We know Drake ain't gonna do nothing to Kendrick Lamar, and we know Kendrick Lamar ain't gonna do nothing to Drake. For this to be like the biggest beef in hip hop history, like literally, when you're looking at the numbers and all the people that's actually tuned into it, who's actually involved as a result of social media. So two of the nicest guys, let's just be real. These are two of the most nicest guys in hip hop, but have the biggest rivalry in hip hop history. Numbers including Kendrick Lamar just won like what, 5 Grammys off this song. Like literally off this song that everybody know. Again, neither one of these guys would do anything to one another, even if they was in a closed room together with one another. Like literally. And then not only that, when you look at what's going on, it's not only we all know this, but not only did he win 5 Grammys off this one song. That's crazy. I never thought that's what's crazy about this song. I never thought, not even the song, even a person. Drake been dominating the music industry for the past 10 years, easy dominating. In fact, you ain't even really looked at as being a respectable hip hop artist without a Drake feature. Like when you one of the top dudes in a game like that, your catalog have to have like a feature of Drake on it in this era of what hip hop is. And the crazy thing about it is this record became so big that it actually gave him the whole Super Bowl halftime for himself. I'm watching the Super Bowl halftime just thinking other artists are going to come out and share it with him and everything like that. That was not the case. This was his and his alone. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. He did his thing. He did his thing for it to be just all rap. That's another thing that was different about this. It's just all rap. It wasn't no big booty, big titty, half-naked girl making him look good while performing or revealing themselves to actually bring a highlight to what he was doing. It was, for the most part, literally just all rap. Like literally all rap. And the whole halftime show was literally dedicated to Drake. This was I'm gonna keep it real. This is one of the best Super Bowl halftime performances I have ever seen. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, it was very creative, well put together. Samuel Jackson was also in it, narrating it, and oh man, they had it structured, put together, nice, well done, well done on every level. Okay. Crazy thing about it, once again, Drake been dominating for the past 10 years. You know, in the hip hop and music industry, it's more catered to light skinned, half yellow, close to white artists. Let's just be honest. They look for that. And for Drake to be getting dominated by Kendrick Lamar, who's a dark-skinned nappy head for the most part, let's just be real. What's shunned upon in the industry, for the most part, when you're talking about posterizing and marketing, the dark-skinned nappy head ain't too much to go to when marketing. And Drake, that's one of the reasons also why Drake been so successful too. Can't take nothing away from him. He's a hell of an artist. His rhythm and swag on tracks is superb. But also he had the right complexion for the connection. And for Kendrick Lamar to be considered as the dark-skinned nappy head, to overthrow him after so many have tried and failed miserably in, for instance, Meek Mill, dark-skinned nappy head, Drake slaughtered him as far as like what the people were willing to accept and embrace. But the crazy thing about it is, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about this. When Drake did what he did to Meek Mill's, I thought Meek Mill's music was better. I thought Meek Mill's diss songs, excuse me, was better than Drake's. Drake had a nice melody, but Meek was going crazy. And Meek did a lot of exposing before we knew the things Meek was doing behind the scenes. But yet, Drake's popularity and the limelight he owned, it elevated him to a point where he dominated Meek Mill's. Then he thought it was going to be the same way, because here it is, another dark-skinned nappy head. That just wasn't the case. Maybe people tired of the run because Drake been doing it for so long. But let's just keep it real. Lyrically wise, Kendrick can hold his own. And he had proven that and shown that. I was just amazed that the majority of the industry literally actually sided with Kendrick in this back and forth beef that for the most part, let's just be honest, Kendrick may have started. That's what's even more crazy. Kendrick may have started. That Drake answered to. Because I believe Drake made a statement that they was fire and dominant. I think they called themselves the Three Kings or something. Him, J. Cole, and who was the third person? And then Kendrick responded like, nah, y'all, F y'all ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? And that's what started the beef. But it wasn't even really beef like that. It was just harmless music. It reminded me of the back and forth Tory Lanez had with what's the other dude? Joyner Lucas. It reminded me of that. It was a friendly rivalry. They both were going back and forth, dissing each other on the records, but you knew that's as far as it was going to go. It wasn't going no further than that. And it was fire. I think but it only lasted for what, 48 hours or something like that. But it was fire. They was dropping back to back to back to back. They was on fire. However, I wasn't expecting Kendrick Lamar to actually have the heavily favorite over Drake like this. I'm gonna keep it 100. And the Super Bowl is just the icing on the cake, cherry on top. The whole halftime show was literally dedicated to Drake. The biggest time of the year for sports. The number one sport in the United States, where all the billions of advertisement money involved in, all the millions of people around the country watching it, all singing to the embarrassment of Drake. And it's crazy because this tag gonna follow you, Drake, for the rest of your life. That's crazy. Look what Kendrick was doing. Certified, never point certified. Right there, man. Like, that's what you known by, like, throughout the whole thing. Then what was even more crazier, right? They purposely in the song, when it got to this particular part, cut the music down so you can hear the whole stadium, the whole entire stadium, all those thousands of people say this about you, Drake. I'm on them tough. I'm gonna do my stuff. Why you trolling like a, ain't you tired? See what I'm saying? This right here was the whole setup and build up for the whole night. This right here was the whole entire setup and build up for the whole night. Listen at the audience, y'all. Trying to strike a chord and it's probably a minor. Try to strike a chord in probably a minor. Wow. Bro, I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. Now they celebrating your defeat, man. They literally celebrated your defeat this night, bro. That you had to be embarrassed watching the Super Bowl. Everybody want to see the halftime show. This is like the highlight of the Super Bowl. Not only who may win the Super Bowl, but the halftime show is like the biggest stage artists want to be on and have the spotlight of the whole country on them at this particular time. And the whole entire show was literally dedicated to you. Like literally. From the things Samuel Jackson was saying, from the things the women were saying, because he had a part in that where he was talking about, hey, I want to do this song that everybody want me to do, because he had like little medleys. He had portions of songs he did throughout. And oh man, SZA, oh my gosh. Oh, SZA, so beautiful, man. SZA was actually featured on a song with him. Oh my gosh, I got to hear that song. She looked so beautiful. She was, man, that song, that If This World Was Mine, I think that's what it was. It was If This World Was Mine, him and SZA. And oh my gosh. Hold on, man. I don't care, man. They just go out to flag me. I got to show her, man. Oh, SZA, man. Oh my gosh. Here she go. Wait, hold on. I got to get her. Let me get her a little bit. Oh, come on, SZA. Here she go. Put that on my soul. Oh, come on, SZA. Oh, I love her voice. Oh, I love her voice. She was so beautiful. I ain't gonna even hold you. Kendrick did his thing. I saw a lot of rappers do the Super Bowl. This the best. This was the best. The choreography, well put together. This was masterful. Let me show you just how masterful it is, right? This thing is already at, watch this. Look at the numbers, y'all. This thing says 14 million. No, hold on. Wait, how many views this guy? This got 15 million views already in 13 hours. 15 million views already in 13 hours. 15 million. Just this alone. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me open it up. Just this alone. Look at that. 15 million. 15 million views in 13 hours. Let me open it up a little bit so y'all can see this. Okay. Look what it say. I opened it up a little wider for y'all to see. See it right there? 15,044,084 views in 13 hours. In 13 hours. Look at that. It got more views already than it got subscribers already. And that's just this halftime show right here. And I'm gonna keep it real. He did his thing, man. I can't look. Can't even knock homie. Can't knock him, can't hate on him. He did his thing, man. And this whole man, bro, this right here, this ended Drake. Emotionally and musically, bro. This destroyed you. Like I wouldn't even diss nobody from here on out. Like I wouldn't even diss nobody from here on out. I remember my guy asking me this, and my guy asked me this the other day. My guy Artie, shout out to him. He was like, if you were Drake, what would you have done? What would you have done? Now, I'm just gonna tell you on some real stuff. I'm gonna tell you what I would have done as a non-believer. Because as a believer, I think differently. And I know what I would have done because I know how to calculate. If I'm Drake and this Kendrick thing was dominating, you know what I would have done? I'm going to keep it real. You know what I would have really, really done? Released the sex tape. I would have released the sex tape of me and Sexy Red. I would have released that sex tape. I'm just keeping it real. I would have released the sex tape of me and Sexy Red. That right there would have drowned out this whole song. Man, people don't care about that dang on song. They would rather see him sing that. And I would have told her, and she would have been down with it. She would have been down with it because she liked that type of stuff anyway. And she don't make it no secret that Drake is her baby daddy. And that mean that they doing something. She said he the one cast out the most on her than any man she ever dealt with in her life. He ain't cashing out for nothing. He putting a down payment on that box, okay? So that's what I would have done. I would have told her like, hey, look, right now, this starting to hurt my career a little bit. So I would have, a scandal on top of scandal. That's what they do. I would have released the sex. Like, look, we need to put this sex tape out here. She would have been with it. She would have been with it. People would have saw me punishing her. They would have been like, hell with Kendrick Lamar song. They ain't gonna stop watching that sex tape. They gonna pour in the hood, put it on whatever. They ain't gonna stop watching it. And I'm gonna hit her hand. Like, look, she ain't gonna care. She gonna get the props off of it. I'm gonna get the props off of it. Ain't no secret. Look, I might as well release it. Man, they ain't gonna care nothing about this damn song. That's what he should have did. I'm just keeping it real. Sure. But as a believer, you know what I would have done? As a believer, I would have just did. What would I have done? In this beef thing that they did with the music? Nothing. It is what it is. I would have congratulated the man, just let him know, man, like, look, you did your thing. You know, that's what I would have done. That would have been the real thing about it. Like, hey, you one of those dudes. You definitely next up, if not already. You a hell of an MC. It's your time. The people like you. It's your time. And I would have gave him any advice I can give him for him to continue to be successful. And we would have done songs together. That's what it's all about. It ain't hating. It's about congratulating. It's about networking together. It's enough money out here for everybody. You don't have to be divided. You make more money united than divided. You make more money united than divided. And that's what they don't get. And that's the lie that they bought in from the music industry, wanting them to believe that they make more divided. No, you make more united. You put both fan bases together. Could you imagine what Cardi B and Nicki Minaj can do if they actually come together? Do you know how big that'll be if they did that? You know what that would say for woman power? You know what that would say if they humbled themselves and did that? Especially when they both mamas. Like, come on, man. Can't buy into what this industry say, man. Got to be smarter than that. I would have did that. I would have did that. They would make so much money rather than dividing the supporters amongst each other picking sides. We ain't got to pick sides. All y'all women come together under one umbrella, and y'all would have made so much money. It ain't even funny. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, shouts out to Kendrick Lamar. Drake too, man. Can't take nothing away from the brother. The brother been dominating for the past 15 years. His music catalog speaks for itself. He definitely lost the battle and he lost the war when it came to this. But it don't take nothing away from who he really is and what he did for hip-hop. And shouts out to Kendrick Lamar. You did a hell of a job yesterday night. And SZA too. Oh my gosh, she was so beautiful. No streets for you.